James Gunn, you have the nerve to speak, young man. And why am I calling you young man? You look like Santa Claus. Because I'm used to scolding my cat. I am your mother, you listen to me. Remember those TikToks where Megan Trainor's like, I am your mother, you listen to me. Every 5 seconds it pops up, I am your mother, you listen to me. I am your mother, you... That's what we're used to today. We have to scold people. Like James Gunn? I don't know. What the crappity crap? James Gunn sounds off on really lazy superhero movies? That there's no rhyme or reason what's happening on screen. Excuse me, didn't I just sit through that Flash movie and what was the one before that? Shazam! We sat through that one too. We sat through both of them. And they were all really late. That's my big problem with a lot of these is that CGI stuff on the end, right? That CGI. You really have the nerve. Do I have to bring out the writing crop? Do I have to bring in... I can even bring the music, can't I? We'll make the music happen, too. Oh, I can bring the music in live. Guess what? Because I am awesome like that. And I gotta find it, though. I think it's in... downloads. Might be in downloads. Here, I'm going to stretch for a moment while I find it. It's called Huma Huma from Russia with Love. That's the music that we use when we do 1, 2, 3. When we scold celebrities. When we scold celebritas. Are you going to scold the celebrita? There you go. That's our celebrity scolding music. Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? People missed the writing crop, so did I. James Gunn gets it. Chijay. James Gunn. I've got the fan going. I don't know if you can still hear the music in the background. You'll hear it over the microphone, maybe. A hair. James Gunn. Every one of your movies is literally the thing you're complaining about. You do not need me to tell you that, but I do look kind of cute doing so. And face it, you like a girl with a low-cut top and a riding crop, and that's why you subscribe, don't you? And you're going to keep subscribing, and you're going to hit this channel the second I go live, and you're going to hit this channel the second I upload a video, because YouTube thinks you don't like me. YouTube thinks you don't like me. It's not for my ego. It's for YouTube's, because, YouTube's run by programs and computers and bots and algorithms, isn't it? YouTube is run by non-people. Non-people on the back end. Non-people who don't understand how people work and don't understand how people are. And I apologize if I did anything to personally offend or anything to anybody, because no excuse for it. 2020 and 2021. It killed me. Literally, I'm a ghost. I died. Maybe everybody else did. I don't know. But what we can say, that there is no rhyme or reason for what's happening on screen in any of these films. And they're all run by programmative, predictive analytics for your return of investment with Synalytics and blah, 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 where they take a director and a thing and program it in to a computer. Shut up, me. I don't know. It is a tad quiet. Okay, the music. It's okay if the music's quiet. I'd rather hear my voice than the music, but... How long have I been doubled? Just for a second. Hopefully I've only been doubled for a second, because I don't need that in the background. Synalytics. We've covered this a lot. What is Synalytics? They're a thing that the studios use to McDonaldize and commodify. This is how they assembly line and crap out these movies. This is how. So, James Gunn, you have the nerve. You have the nerve. And it's been a while since I've gotten to do a rant against one of these directors. But I love doing them, and you know I love doing them. You know I love doing them. We are going to be very careful with the product we put out, making sure everything is as good as it can possibly be, James Gunn said. Hopefully you wrote it yourself and not by Chat GPT. Here's the other thing. Don't undermine and reboot your universe before your movies come out. That might help. Might help. I wonder if they knew and they went ahead and did it anyway. Because then they can write them off, right? Then they can write these off more. Oh, let's just announce a reboot. What's it going to do? Because they would know, wouldn't they? By rebooting the entire thing with, financial modeling and predictive programming, analytics, real data, numbers, spreadsheets, math, the real thing. They know how much these movies are going to make. They know if they're going to break even. They know if they're going to flop, pretty much. They didn't know this Flash one was going to flop. They should have. They should have known that. That's multiverse is shutting down. That's not important to this article, but it's interesting. I made a video on that. Please watch it. People have gotten lazy, and there's a lot of biff, pow, bam stuff happening in movies, and I'm watching third acts of superhero films where I really just don't feel like there's any rhyme or reason to what's happening. I don't care about the characters. They've gotten too generic. And you're going to sell us on new Superman and Batman and superhero people. This, really, you're telling us superhero movies suck? I like very serious superhero movies. I like very comedic superhero movies. I like ones that are murder mysteries, but it's with superheroes. So you like Rian Johnson ones. I like to see these different types of stories as opposed to seeing the same story over and over again. Oh, so you went ahead and released the exact same story over and over again. See, Deadpool was just protect the kid and save the kid and whatever. And I've seen that a million times from that trope. And now, that was the second one. And now, he didn't really have anything to do with that one, though. And that was Marvel. Now, what's this new one? Oh, The Flash. That's another one that's do the thing over and over again. City on the Edge of Forever. You have to go back in time and let the person expire instead of saving their life to prevent the universe from collapsing in on itself or something. I guess. Does not make a lot of sense to me to, reboot that unless you want to, I don't know, write it off. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to save money and write things off. You know why? Look what Disney's doing. Look at how it's saving Disney money here. So this is what Disney's going on there with their financial report last quarter from March. Coming in, or most recently here. Quarter, whatever it is. This is all Disney's financials. So, not Warner, but I would suspect that they're going to be doing this. They're trying to save money. They're trying to write things off. They're going to do a bunch of layoffs. They're going to do a bunch of things like that to be a temporary, look at all this money we saved before going somewhere else and ruining their thing. Because that's what they do. And Gunn and Safran's new DC universe will span film, television, video games. Yeah, but he doesn't like the same story over and over again. Directed by Flash Helmer, Andy Muschietti. Oh, you don't want somebody writing this. Did this Synalytic tell you to put Andy Muschietti as your writer? Because I did a whole thing on that. Check that out. That's going to go up probably, I don't know if it went up or not. It'll probably go up after this live stream, so definitely check that out. About this whole Synalytic thing and how that's the McDonaldization of all of this. They wonder why these things are losing money. And you know what, James Gunn? I would not admit that you don't like superhero movies, that they're crappy, that they're coming across lazy, especially when you released one of the ones that is the most lazy, unoriginal. I mean, for crying out loud. It came out of an algorithm. You know it came out of an algorithm. You've got Michael Keaton. Oh, what if we took Michael Keaton as Batman? It's going to make this much more money if we put Michael Keaton in it. And what if we do this and this and this and this? Oh, Nick Cage is Superman. Here we go. We need Nick Cage as Superman. And that's what That's what happened. They had a predictive program, analytic, blah, 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 blah. And it still flopped. I am Mecca. I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere. And don't admit your movies suck when you're the head of a superhero movie studio where you're trying to sell superhero movies.